Can debt actually be a good thing? We're all taught that debt is bad and that we should avoid it at all costs. For most of us, this is probably good advice. But what constitutes good debt? And can debt actually be better than paying in cash? Rich people understand how to leverage debt to their advantage, even when they have the money to pay for something in full. So let's explore the topic and dig into some of the strategies millionaires use to earn more. Welcome to Epic State, your home for money, mindset, and motivation. So what is good debt? Well, believe it or not, there is such a thing as good debt. Good debt is the kind of debt that can help you build wealth and achieve financial security. Rich people often use good debt to multiply their wealth while leveraging other people's money. A mortgage is normally seen as a good form of debt because it enables you to buy an asset, your home, that will hopefully appreciate over time. This is the classic example that we all think of as good debt. We have to pay rent anyways, so it's a win-win situation, assuming you are buying in a stable economy and the value actually goes up. An educational loan can help you get the skills, training, and contacts you need to succeed in your chosen career. Though this isn't always true these days, with people not always getting a good wage return for their investment. So it really depends on your career choice. A business loan is a type of loan that helps you finance a startup or expansion of a business. A business loan is a good form of debt when used wisely, because it can help you create or expand a business. For example, if you have a buyer for a product, but you need a loan to buy the materials to make it, then this would be a safe, good type of debt. So you may be starting to see a pattern here. Good debt is something that can give you a higher rate of return and that is fairly secure. Bad debt, on the other hand, is a debt that isn't going to help you earn more money or improve your financial situation in some way. This can include credit card debt, personal loans, and even some types of student loans. Basically, if the debt isn't going to make you richer, either directly or indirectly, then this is probably a bad debt and should be avoided. A car or anything that loses value over time is normally a bad debt. Unless, for example, you need the car to drive to a better paid job, in which case it is now making you more money. If you're struggling to make ends meet, then carrying a lot of bad debt can be a major burden and should be avoided at all costs. If you're always paying off bad debt, then you aren't able to increase your wealth and your options are limited. Special considerations must also be made when getting debt to pay off other debts. It's a common trap that many people fall into. This is often referred to as rolling over debt, and it can be very difficult to break out of this cycle. We often assume we can pay off our debt in a given time, but situations change and rates go up. So be realistic when doing this. Another special consideration is borrowing to invest. This can be a risky strategy, but if done correctly, it can lead to significant returns on investment. However, if done incorrectly, it can result in even more debt. A good example of this is Bitcoin. Many people borrowed to invest and are now struggling to repay their loans as the value has crashed. This is where the rich leverage debt without risk. They already have the money, but choose to borrow instead. They can then use the debt as a tax write-off. So not only do they get a potential return on the asset, but they also save on the tax. They will also get better rates and won't spiral into debt if something goes wrong. As you can see, there is a lot to consider when it comes to good versus bad debt. But understanding the difference and the grey areas is half the battle. Most of us will go into debt at some point in our lives. If you do, make sure it's the good kind. With that said, we've come to the end of today's video. If you found value in it, then please hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more weekly money, mindset, and motivation. Until next time.